to talk about is something that we've been working on for quite a while, and that has been formalizing the core values of WorldVentures. And what a lot of people that have been with us for a long time will say about WorldVentures that they believe is so special is the culture that we've created. And part of the reason why we have the culture that we have is because there's been certain values that we've all fostered as a team. That's what's really has made us more powerful than anything else. So now we actually get an opportunity to really formalize what are the key of key, these are the values of WorldVentures. And so we're excited about sharing this with you. There was a really cool process that we went through. We got a chance to get feedback from all of our employees at WorldVentures, all of our RMDs and above. And then we've worked, days and weeks and several meetings going through, because there's so many values that are important to us, but these are the 10 key values.
And hopefully what you recognize in these values is they transcend time and culture and language and so many things. This is at the heart of what we do. And it's true that people have joined our company that have been a part of other companies and other jobs and other careers and other families. And when they come here to WorldVentures, and particularly one of these events, they just like, wow, man, the way y'all welcomed me with open arms, the way everybody was just happy and fun and cool. I mean, this is a good group. So when you are growing as big as we are and as fast as we are, it's important that you hold on to these core values so we maintain that heart, maintain that spirit, maintain that healthy culture. There are foundational rules. There are a constitution of sorts. And that's what these are for us, so that we all continue to enjoy the ride to the top together.
Yeah. And two ways you guys can look at it that really these will be impactful for everybody, for us, for our corporate staff, for the field leaders, for everyone that joins WorldVentures, is number one, it helps serve as a barometer for all of us when we're making decisions. How should I treat this other rep? Or there's this situation that's come up, how am I going to handle it? Well, these core values are going to help you serve that this is the game that we've decided that we're all playing. An analogy that I really like is, there's a lot of great music out there, jazz, country, classical, all types of great musics. But what we're going to share with you is that these core values, we're a rock and roll band. We love all the other musics, but what we play is rock and roll, right? So if you're with us, this is what you know what we're about. So it's a barometer for making decisions that we will honor at the highest level. We want you to know that we will be calling each other when we're making decisions at a corporate level on what we're going to do. We're going to honor this at the highest level. So it's a barometer for decisions, and it's also going to serve as a great filter. Have you guys ever had somebody join your organization? Maybe you didn't even personally bring them in. They just didn't feel like they were the right fit, and probably they didn't last very long. Well, this kind of might help that process a little bit. They can know right away what we're about, and if that's not what they're not into, then hey, they kind of check themselves out. But the people that are about this, they're going to be drawn into us, and it's going to make us more powerful and more strong. All right, so let's start with core value number one.
All right. Number one core value, live, it's an action verb, live fun, freedom, and fulfillment. Live it.
Live it.
Embody it. Live it.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you. Look for ways to integrate more fun, freedom, and fulfillment into everything we do. Happiness and fulfillment precede success. They're not a byproduct of success. Strive to be fun, creative, adventurous, and courageous. We believe you should work and live with passion, which can only benefit your productivity. We are each an extension of our brand. Our mission is to bring fun, freedom, and fulfillment to the world. The degree to which we embrace and integrate this principle into our lives is directly related to our ability to deliver our mission to the world. How does that feel to you guys? All right, so this kind of really all started from Wayne. You know, Wayne, when we launched WorldVentures, Wayne had this vision, make a living, living. And it didn't really just start when we started WorldVentures. Wayne has been on this life path for a long time in learning how he can integrate a life that is truly rewarding at every level while producing and succeeding and achieving for him and his family, and to help others do the same thing. Not one or the other, doing them at the same time. So maybe you can speak to that real quick, Wayne.
Yeah, I didn't like that feeling of you know, this whole work or play thing. I wanted work and play to be the same thing. And if I'm going to be working and playing all the time, who do I want to work and play with? You know, and how are they being with me, and how am I being with them? And that's really just believing in, you know, what's possible. And if you're believing that it is possible to have a lot of fun and create a lot of great memories, but still be productive and still make money, you know, then that's what it is. And I think there's so much of us that have proven that over the last several years. I look across the front rows here, and I just flash back to all the memories, all the pictures, all the experiences. And even the challenging times were actually pretty cool, because you kind of learned and you grew together and all these things.
Okay, number 2, we are one big team. All right, foster synergistic partnership and co-creation. WorldVentures is made up of a corporate staff and representatives in the field. Exercise an inclusive, abundant approach with every team member and partner, valuing individuality. Seek input from everyone involved in realizing WorldVentures' mission. Foster an environment of safety to support contribution and authenticity, creating space for every voice to be heard, independent of title. Welcome all cultures, religions, ages, races, shapes, and sizes in alignment with our core values.
Now, this one big team, this has been a request from Mike and I from day one of our leadership team, and they've embraced it, and they've shared it, and they've shared it. And that's really why you're able to bring, each team is able to bring somebody from around the world, and they come to an event like this or Vegas, and they go, wow, I feel a part of it with everybody, not on this team or that team or whatever. So this is still an ongoing request, that you have this team mentality. We want open meetings, open trainings as much as possible, so that people don't feel like alienated, like I will only help you if you're on my team.
Because we have been part of, and we've been a part of companies where that was definitely not it. And it's so beautiful watching that. And you know, Wayne and I love this company. We love all of you. This is one big family. This is one big team.
And yep. And that being said, it is your business. You don't have to do this. It's strongly advised. What goes around comes around. And you're building a name, and you're building a reputation. What kind of name and reputation do you want to have? A friendly, generous, giving, caring, nurturing one? Or one like, oh, he's greedy, or she's greedy, they'll only help you. See what I mean? Our advice is, you know, keep playing team the way that you are, because it's working.
Okay, number 3. There's purpose in each of these words, guys. Honor, embody, and expand trust. Here's the description. Be authentic and transparent. Be congruent in thought, words, and deeds. Be accountable and responsible. Everyone is responsible and no one is to blame. The first time I heard that, I didn't quite understand it. No matter what's happening in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, there may be another responsible party, but you're also responsible. Good, bad, or indifferent, you are responsible. And to take any other attitude is just being a victim of situations. So everyone is responsible, no one is to blame. Keep promises and honor commitments. Strive to build a reputation of exceeding expectation. only represent the truth. And we actually come from an industry where hype and spin are kind of the norm. And we've got a history in organizations like that. And so we are ourselves looking to continue to grow and to strive and to call each other on this. This is really important to us. We believe this is probably one of the most important value as far as the long-term success of WorldVentures, to the degree that we can continue to build trust with each other.
And I hope we can agree there's this feeling out in the world, out in the marketplace, of like a lack of trust. A lack of trust with business and governments and all kinds of things. Well, let's not let that happen here. And how can we prevent that from happening here? You know, you got to talk to the masses where the masses are. And the masses aren't looking for, 50 grand a week or 50 grand a month tomorrow. Okay? They're saying, show me a way to make an extra 250 a week, part-time on the side, an extra 1,000 a month to 2,000 a month. And if we can all agree to just keep showing that, if somebody wants to make more, fantastic, it's possible. Look at all these other folks. But if you want to build trust, then you talk about that 250 a week, the 1,000 a month, the 2,000 a month, and now people can go from part-time to full-time.
Okay, number 4, deliver and promote excellence. Have a steadfast focus on providing the highest value and the highest quality experience.
From a product standpoint, that's very important to us. From a service standpoint, that's very important to us. And you want that from us, you expect that from us, and we're okay with that. We want to deliver that. And we also want to expect excellence from you and how you represent us, knowing that we're not perfect and we'll probably never be perfect. We want to be, we'd like to be, we'll strive to be, but when we're not, can you reciprocate with us in an excellent way?
We hold each other accountable. Okay, number 5, commit to resolution. Here's the description. There's always a resolution. Problems are only challenges looking for answers. Be creative in sourcing solutions and seek support when needed. Okay, so whenever there's a problem or an issue, let's just all have an agreement that there's always a resolution. We know that ahead of time, and that's the way we think as a team, and that's the way that we play.
And too many times, the biggest lesson Mike and I have learned in business as partners with WorldVentures and what we're doing to protect the company long term is, you get the right people on the bus, you get the wrong people off the bus. But it is about core values. It is about alignment. But if there ever is any kind of conflicts that are going to come up between human beings, you go into it with the heart that there's a resolution. That even though there's a problem, I care about you, you care about me, we care about the company. Let's address it and let's get creative and come up with a good solution. Fair?
Beautiful, beautiful. Number 6, care and contribute. This is really, this is huge to WorldVentures. Be humane and compassionate. Promote peace, harmony, and love. Give back, serve, add value, and make a difference. Okay, this is what we're about. Number 7, champion full potential. All right, so a description of champion full potential. Commit to continuous growth and learning. Solicit feedback from others. Solicit it. Not just be open to it. Solicit feedback from others and look for constructive lessons and personal experiences. Always be evolving. Empower others and help them see their greatness. Seek out opportunities to build up others through sincere appreciation and acknowledgement of their actions and their gifts. Appreciate and learn from others' unique differences. We are creating a culture free of politics or sabotage of others' goals. For example, examples of sabotage of others' goals would be jealousy or resentment of upline, downline, or sideline. Edify everyone involved in WorldVentures, regardless of their goals or their success in their business. different people are here for different reasons. Let's respect them for where they're at. If they're behind us in our mission, they're a winner in our eyes, and they're a part of the family, and we want to embrace them and support them.
And when you got everybody striving, to work their way up to the top and work their way in ranks and get onto the playing cards and whatnot, we want healthy competition. We want to foster healthy competition. And if somebody beats you, you champion them. You celebrate them. You give them a high five. I lost you this time, but not next time. I'm like Seabiscuit. Here I come, But
it's a fun game.
But healthy competition.
Number 8, embrace creativity and innovation. Embrace creativity and innovation. Description is imagine new possibilities, expect and embrace beneficial change. So you'll notice that's one thing that has happened at WorldVentures all the time. We are always evolving. A lot of people can be afraid of change. What we're requesting of you is to embrace that creativity, embrace that innovation, embrace that change.
And it's not the big who eat the small, it's the fast who beat the slow. And change is the only constant. And so the more you can learn to embrace the change and be creative and be innovative, then we're going to stay on the leading edge. And it's going to be hard for some bureaucracy to come and compete with us. So as long as we maintain this entrepreneurial spirit where there is change and we're going to be flexible and we're still going to be united as a team around the world, and we're going to learn quickly and we're going to grow quickly, that's a core value that's going to carry us into the future and make us more competitive, in every way.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, number 9, foster safe and open communication. This has been big for our organization, especially the way that we all work together as a team and with the leadership team that we work with. All right, here's the description. Communicate for new possibilities, understanding, resolution, and positive action. Promote open communication. I'm going to kind of explain what this is. Have crucial conversations that point easy. All right, so somebody said something or did something and it upset you. You got offended. How many times have you been offended by someone and come to find out what that person did was not what you thought they were thinking or saying? Right? You misjudged the situation. That happens all the time. But what seems to be a very natural tendency of people is to not say anything to the other person because they're concerned about the potential conflict and they just kind of ignore it. The more that we speak the truth to each other at every moment, if this guy pisses me off, I pull him aside and we talk about it. And we don't talk about it in a mean way, talking about in a partnership way, in a loving way, because I know what is real. He might be in a upset mood, and maybe he said something to me that was a little bit harsh, but I know that he's got my back. And so I pull him aside, we talk, we communicate, and we get it worked out, and it always strengthens the relationship. I hear challenges all the time in the field, and I know the fastest way to resolve those challenges is if the people would just get together and start talking to each other about it. Yeah.
Maybe a key word in here is foster. Foster safe and open communication. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the easier it gets. And so with Mike and I, we've got a language. Hey man, you said this or you did this and that triggered me, or here's how it made me feel. Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, no problem, hug, and boom. That's what we mean by point easy.
Yeah, point easy, do it early. Don't wait until you're like so upset you're ready to strangle the person, right?
The whole thing about making assumptions, assume.
All right, last, number 10, ensure sustainability in everything we do. Here's the description. Make decisions with sustainability in mind. Sustainable business practices, because we've got an incredibly long future here at WorldVentures. Generational business. Okay, that's where we're headed. Sustainable business practices, relationships, energy, health, etc. Model high-level health, functionality, and well-being, and look for ways to do more with less. Okay, let's be as efficient as we can, and let's make smart decisions. Okay, we love you guys. We want you to take care of yourself. Always be thinking long term. There's a lot of companies that are out there that they're looking to make that quick buck. And I see there's people in the field that you'll meet that they're just looking to make that quick buck. What we're thinking, it's always for the long term and what we're building in the mission of WorldVentures.
And this can't be regarded highly enough. I mean, get a copy of it, print it out, keep it with you, keep it posted. And these are values that don't end with WorldVentures. You might decide to carry these into your home life, into your personal life. But I think once you go through them and you really see them and understand them, you realize how important they are, how key they are. If you're thinking big, if you're thinking long term, this is an absolute must. Must.
So these are our 10 core values. These are WorldVentures core values. How do you guys feel about this?